Hi everyone, this is show 60 of Toku Break and Shonen Barbershop. Nice to meet you.
Hi everybody, this is Loli Lexi here, and I hope you've had an awesome day.
Hello, this is Draven Darkwood. A pleasure to meet you and have a wonderful day.
And this is your host with the most, Zonga Fielding, and this is Audiosolvent. Now guys, today do you know what the topic of the show is?
What the fuck?
Yes, what the fuck articles, as well as why did this make the news?
For all our underage viewers, what the fudge ripple?
Yes.
I think that kind of went out the window once we said the word fuck.
Yeah. Remember guys, we can't say fuck.
Saying.
We cannot say fuck. It is not a part of our rating system. You know, we try to keep this PG. We can't say fuck all the fucking time.
You know that, real quick, a little education for you youngsters. Did you know that fuck can be used in every single form of grammar that we have?
Yes, I fucking knew this.
You can have a sentence saying nothing but fuck, and it'd be completely right.
Indeed.
Also, another word that we can do that with is buffalo. Buffalo can be used in almost every single form of grammar.
Indeed.
A sentence with nothing but buffalo and fuck can be a perfectly logical and true sentence.
Cool.
Wow.
America.
And now you know.
Buffalo can be used as a verb, among other things.
And now you know. And knowing's half the battle.
The buffalo fucks the fuck being buffalo. That is a perfectly good sentence.
Okay then. Now let's actually start the show, ladies and gentlemen. Now, who would like to present their article first?
I vote Dwayne.
Okay, Showa, Dwayne.
Democracy.
Yeah, I'm the host. Well, I own the show, so yeah, Dwayne, you go first.
Oh, why thank you guys. Okay, something interesting happened on July 30th.
Oh, and what was that?
Calvin Brodus Jr., aka Snoop Dogg, decided it was a nice idea to change his name to Snoop Lion.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Snoop Lion up in the hizzle.
It's Snoop Lizzle.
Please explain to our audience, why did he do this?
Now, according to Huffington Post, Snoop Dogg really changed his name to Snoop. Okay, anyway. Snoop Dogg decided to change his name to Snoop Lion because he converted to Rastafarianism. Rastafarianism on July 30th, which I mentioned earlier. I started to notice this the moment he did his music video for Tekken Tag Tournament 2. He was slowly going from West Coast rap to reggae. And he figured that this would be a good point for him.
I see.
Now,
I know of said rapper Snoop Dogg and all sorts of things like this, and this happened because he went to Jamaica and supposedly had a spiritual epiphany. Now, this rapper, who is notorious for smoking pot, of course.
He's green inside. He's no longer red and fleshy.
Yes.
No.
Has a spiritual epiphany and decides to go Rastafari and change his name to Snoop Lion. You know, like the Lion of Zion. Now, what? Are you sure that it was a... Now, here's the thought is Snoop really sure that it was a spiritual epiphany, or did he just hit the pot a little too hard?
Well, judging from this article, it was more of a spiritual sense. And the reason why he had to change his name to Snoop Lion, because in Rastafarianism, having your name associated with a dog is pretty much considered an insult.
Interesting.
That makes sense.
So that was one of the key reasons why he had to do this. According to Edmund, Rosters would probably see calling yourself a dog as an indication of an insult, which I have mentioned earlier, and an indication of lack of self-knowledge.
Completely understandable. Now, is this actually considered news? Should we consider this news?
I I think so, because Snoop Dogg has changed. Well, Snoop Dogg's name record doesn't rival that of P. Diddy's. But at the same time, it's like, wow. First he went from Snoop Doggy Dogg, then he shortened it to Snoop Dogg, and now he's changing his name from Dog to Lion.
Indeed. Well, he has been a pillar of the hip-hop community for a very long time.
Lies.
What?
Lies.
Why?
Says the little white girl. What do you mean? Oh, that was a joke, right?
No.
Ah, please explain how he has not been a pillar of the hip-hop community.
The real pillar of the hip-hop community
A pillar.
is dead.
Do not say Michael Jackson.
No. No.
Second.
Now then.
Think about it, guys. Really think about it.
Tupac Shakur.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know you're thinking about Tupac Shakur and Biggie, but Snoop Dogg is still one of the several pillars of the hip-hop community.
And I'd have to say Left Eye as well.
Yeah,
She's dead too.
yeah. All these dead people. Anyway,
You see, unfortunately for me, I wasn't really introduced to rap and hip hop at an early age. I mainly started kind of listening to it now. So the oldest I really know of is Coolio.
huh,
That's about
I
as
love
old as
her.
I got.
huh.
You say her?
Coolio.
Yeah, not Coolio, Chili.
Yeah, I was talking about Coolio. Coolio is the oldest
Female
guy.
rappers are better.
Personally, I
I
have
like
to go
rapping
with a Mos Def with Talib Kweli, you know.
Wait, how old is Mos Def?
Like in his 40s. He's an interesting fellow. He's been
I meant
rap.
in the rap history, because like I've actually listened to him. He's kind of cool. I didn't know he was old though.
Yes. My mom was listening to Mos Def before I was born, and I'm almost 24.
Oh, you see, I didn't know that. I just like the only way I was first introduced to Mos Def by watching the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie.
Yeah, well, you're young. We can understand and forgive you for that. But yes, also listen to Talib Kweli. He's really, really good. Yeah. Also MF Doom. That's something that you want to get behind as well.
Also, back to the subject of Snoop Dogg. With him going to reggae, this is almost at the same time no surprise because he has also done dub-style music and hip-hop. And it's not just music also. He's also ventured into entertainment. Most notably pornography, and even if you
I've actually
watch...
seen some of his pornos.
Yeah.
I haven't. Thank God.
I know, right?
Yes. But yeah, Snoop Dogg has done various things. He's been in movies of varying genres, from horror to gangster to all sorts of genres. He's been through many genres of music. He's very experimental, and he likes to try new things from what I've gathered throughout his whole entire career.
And to top it off, he's of African.
What does that matter?
Yes, what does that matter?
Because Eminem is white, and he's supposedly...
He's one of the fastest rappers. Not the fastest, but one of the fastest.
I think Twister is the fastest, but that's just me on the...
There was somebody in the Guinness Book of World Records, but man, his speed just ridiculous. Look him up.
Yes.
Just wow. I got one word out of his entire song.
There's one song I know of that I can actually do the verse, I think.
Ah.
It goes like, standing in the midst of 100,000 haters, dynamite to see what's starting to warm my waist, bullet tears in my eye, hit the switch, making sure every motherfucker in the vicinity blow away and die, kill him off with an explosion. Get up, bitches, kamikaze on your hoes. I'm a sacrificial lamb, fit the physical follicles with my body when you decompose. That was your blood drawing your hand. I'm loving the angel for fucking with you fucking with me, coming back where you cut it won't be an issue. Guys, and that's a good baby, homeboy. You gonna get the picture for playing my switches. The house pen, twitches, you tush it. My brother, you can bring home bombs. I'm on with gun, fuck off the shit you hear. I got your obituary, you motherfucker phenomenon. Cause I'ma come till they put all of us in the cemetery. You dig?
Okay.
That was
that's like Through the Fire on the Flames for rap music.
that was. I was not expecting that of you, Dwayne.
Hey Dwayne, do you have a secret talent?
Dwayne, did you
I've
once
studied
want?
rap songs since high school, so.
Oh my god.
Did you want to become a rapper at one point, Dwayne?
Yes, I did, but after a while, it was like, nah.
And then you became a weeaboo.
Oh, my sides.
Okay.
That was pretty cool.
Yes, it was. Next article, Lexi. This, I think this will be the greatest of episode of Audiosolvent.
Right now, definitely.
Oh,
Wayne,
Christ.
We have to give you your own show just where you do that.
Yes.
Just give him show us these rap sessions.
I like it.
Aside
my
from
spleen.
Yeah, aside from Toker Break, I was thinking of doing something called Show 60 Verses, where I tackle on other subjects.
Okay, but, yes, Lexi, your article, please.
How about we just skip her and do mine?
Hold on. I'll get it.
Yeah.
It made me laugh more than seeing a guy that's got nothing down there. He claims to have something.
Okay, that's
Why
the
is
story
that
for
relevant?
another time.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this made a topic for what reason? I do not fucking know. Or my term, I do not fluffin' know. Women's topless fight for equality. One woman, no shirt, New York.
Oh, God.
Please give us the details.
I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'm going to say Miora Johnston, 29, topless dancer from the Phillies, said that she was exercising her legal right to take off her shirt, which it is legal in New York to walk around topless.
Indeed it is.
So cold. Why would you want to?
It's summer now, meaning that it's like 1,000 freaking degrees.
No matter where you go.
I
Yep.
guess. It didn't bother me, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's because you're a freak.
That's true. That's true. I won't deny that.
Well, she became a bare breast activist after she was banned from yoga, going topless in class, something men obviously do freely.
Whoa.
So since May, she has been walking around the cities of East Village topless to remind us women that under New York law, we have the right to bare chests, just like men.
I bet I can tell you that the guys were not the ones who argued. I mean, I don't think there are many guys who would complain to a girl in yoga pants with nothing on top stretching. Just saying.
Well,
No complaints?
my thoughts about this would have to be is, you have to think about the integrity of the establishment, whether or not there were children around, and
That's
all
true.
sorts of things like that. Because...
It gets better, though.
Oh, please explain.
Okay? The woman said that many people in New York were unaware
Unaware
of the right, including the New York City Police Department, which arrested her in May.
Mm-hmm.
She was later released without charge. So police don't even know about this right.
So,
Wow.
that's interesting that the officer of the law, the lawman, if you will, did not know of this particular law.
Emphasis on man.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, I don't think being a male and a police officer at that point should matter.
Personally, if it was me and I was the officer and I was a guy and saw that, I would just kind of rub my chin and look and be like, just kind of say this, Sir, officer, my face is up here. You're the one that's topless.
Mm-hmm.
If I was a police officer, like, mid-20s, no wife, no nothing, I'd probably be sitting there going, God, I love this state.
Yeah.
Start putting posters everywhere.
And apparently the chat has been attacked by bees. Okay, yeah, but still, that is an interesting article and happenstance seeing that, it does sort of kind of emphasize women's rights and equal rights in general because of the fact of the woman getting banned for going topless. But the thing about it is there are things that cause arousal in other individuals, which is why I guess going topless is looked down upon for females as opposed to going topless for males, because going topless for a female is almost the equivalent of a man pulling down his pants and running around town.
I wouldn't care.
Of course you wouldn't.
I could see, there are a lot of society things that I could see where not every state would, just willy-nilly say, yeah, you can walk around without a shirt. Because you also have to think of how the state, was developed, and the cultures that are within the state, the primary ones, in that fact. Because otherwise, if they would allow anyone to do it, that would just cause a lot more problems than it would solve.
Indeed.
It would have to be something that they would ease into, okay, you can do this, you can show this much skin, but you have to cover this. And then slowly down and down and down until it's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, America and the world isn't exactly culturally sensitive.
That is indeed true. Actually, yeah, that's a pretty accurate standpoint. America is probably one of the few countries that treats everyone as if though they're special and not a fucking just tool in society.
Wow.
Which can be a bad thing, actually.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Darkwood. Now, your article.
I have two. I'll start with the one I like a little bit more. Considering the things that have been going on with Chick-fil-A, I thought it was, I might as well say this one.
Okay.
The title of the article is Muppets Pull Toys from Fast Food Chain Over Anti-Gay Marriage Scam. The Jim Henson Company says it will pull its Muppets toys from Chick-fil-A restaurants after the popular food chain CEO admitted the company is against same-sex marriage. Lisa Henson, CEO of the company responsible for the Muppets and Sesame Street, said she will instead donate the payment from Chick-fil-A to the gay rights group GLAAD. The Jim Henson Company has celebrated and embraced diversity and inclusiveness for over 50 years, and we have notified Chick-fil-A that we do not wish to partner with them on any future endeavor. The company wrote this on their Facebook page.
I see. Well,
I think it's actually I think that's actually kind of cool of him. I mean, Jim Henson, the creator of, the Muppets, Sesame Street, the Storyteller, he's done many good things, and that actually damaged part of his reputation. A lot of people laughed at him, among other things. He's actually losing a ton of money for doing this.
Well, he can't lose money seeing that he's dead. But his estate could, quite possibly, due to his stance on it. Well, due to the establishment's, his estate's stance on this, which I believe is a very interesting, standpoint.
I just think that that how much money they could have gained, they didn't let that cloud them, and they went with their beliefs.
Yeah, they're already so rich.
Yeah.
Actually, they're not rich per se. They're
they have a lot of money.
extremely self-sustaining. They can sustain everything perfectly. They don't live particularly rich.
Have a lot of money, and I fancy the Muppets. I especially fancy Monster,
Which one?
the drummer,
You mean Animal?
the Monster. That's what I call him.
Even though that's not his name, but okay.
Name's Animal. My favorite will always be Kermit the Frog.
Gonzo's a freaking alien. What the hell?
Yeah, I didn't like that movie.
That's
and that was
canon.
actually
Gonzo's an alien.
Yes, that movie where Muppets from Space, whatever the title of that movie was actually probably the final nail in the coffin until recently. That made them, go away for a long while because that movie didn't do too well, and I seen it and it wasn't really that great of a movie.
Their best movie was Muppet Treasure Island by far.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, okay, that was my favorite then. But I just thought it was well developed, and the songs were, they were funny and great.
Well, that's what a lot of their movies, though. That's what makes them Muppets. That's what makes them them. That's why they've been around for such a long time.
Especially Kermit.
But yeah, and this may be a really polarizing thing to say, but I honestly do not care about what said CEO or what have you of Chick-fil-A said, because his personal views should not affect how the company runs. Also, it doesn't reflect his workers, his employees, his staff, whatever you want to call them.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think he was the only one who thought so. For the sheer fact of, Chick-fil-A was, and more than likely always will be, a restaurant about strong, and I mean like palpable Christian values, which I don't think they're all wrong, but I wouldn't exactly put it in the workplace.
Indeed, separation of church and state, all that nonsense. But even still, it's still his business. It still can be ran the way he wants it to, but he does not discriminate against them. He just has a view of what he believes in. He is not discriminating personally. He is not saying particularly bad things. He just says, well, I don't believe in this. Well, personally, I don't believe in a lot of things, but I do not let that affect other people around me. Like, for instance, when it comes to equal rights, gay rights, rights between minorities, rights for women, everybody deserves to be treated equally, and I do disagree with what he says, but it should not affect his business. Because I agree they do make good food. I've never had a problem with it, although I won't boycott it for the reason of the stupid thing that he says, which I will agree is dumb and very, as I say again, polarizing. But honestly, I just don't care. And that just may sound mean and heartless, but I don't.
Not really. That makes perfect sense to me. I mean, honestly, if it's just, this is something that is just, this scandal here, this scandal there, it'll probably go under the radar in like a month or two.
Yeah.
Once another big thing comes up. I mean, it's like one like back in the old days, old, but one antisocial kid just happened to stand next to a video game and they're like, video games, they're bad.
Exactly. Or fucking like with Orson Scott Card, as we talked about before the show briefly, about how all his books are about, standing together and equal rights, and people should be treated all equally, as well as you shouldn't judge others, and all that stuff. But his views are completely different than what he writes.
Yeah. Not to mention, he's also a contradictory person. Like nobody concerns. Like, he's a devout Mormon, yet his books and comics portray the churches, and I think unified churches, to be essentially scheming villains.
Yep, his books completely say are anti-religious, anti-hate, anti-war, and all of this junk, but he is a hate-mongering monster. I need to find a better word, but yeah, I'll just stick with the hate-monger.
Hypocrite. Lot less words, and get straight to the point.
Hate-monger, hypocrite. Anyway, now then.
Should we go back
He's
to...
a tallywhacker.
I haven't heard that forever.
And he's a wanker.
Okay, now we're
Wanker's been so overused.
Now we're getting a little offensive here. Besides, if you're gonna say wanker, you really have to get the accent behind it. Otherwise, it just kind of sounds like...
He's a wanker.
Indeed.
This is why everyone hates America. We can't do accents.
No, we can't.
Oh, look at me, I'm French. That's
British, Japanese, French. We suck at any of those.
We're probably the worst at anything Oriental. This is the average American trying to emulate anything Oriental.
No, Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones.
It's so broken.
Yes. Oh, you want that shitty beef or the shitty chicken?
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of us being offensive for a moment. I have a very one of my articles is very humorous, and it is grenade fishing goes wrong.
Grenade fishing?
Yes, grenade
I've
fishing.
never heard grenade fishing go right, but oh, this shit is stunning.
Who's that?
It's not a person. Grenade fishing is a thing.
Oh, I thought you said Renee fishing.
No.
What? Okay. Anyway, get to the article.
Yes, grenade fishing goes wrong. Well, there is two men, and this just so seems to happen in Australia, where instead of using rods and reels to, catch fish, they throw grenades into the water.
That sounds great.
Like,
I need to do that.
Like actual explosive grenades, they throw into the water, causes the explosion, then they go and grab fish.
Hey,
that sounds almost as difficult as challenge pissing.
Well, wait, what? Challenge pissing?
In other words, if you can piss 6 feet in the air straight out without getting wet, you are the winner. But back to the article.
Yeah.
Who else can do that?
What? You'd have to do a
Yeah, it's
handstand
called
first.
squirting.
You'd have to do a handstand first.
But yeah, essentially, what happens is they throw a grenade in the water, but apparently the grenade goes off before it should, and kaboom, it sort of kind of blows up in their face.
Are they dead?
Nope, they're alive, but suffice it to say, they probably won't be grenade fishing for a while.
That's as dumb as we're in the army now. Pull the pin, throw the grenade. Pull the pin, throw the grenade. Throw the grenade, pull the pin. Wait. Shit, did I just... No!
Yep.
Oh, God.
Now then, I also have another article, but I'll let you, Mr. Draven, go first with your next one.
This one is also... This one is simply just humorous. Dancing policeman entertains crowd. This happened on July 24th, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
A policeman entered into the Olympic spirit by entertaining crowds along the torch relay route with some impressive dance moves. It happens as the Olympic torch made its way through Seven Oaks, Kent, on day 63 of the nationwide relay. Swept along by the carnival atmosphere, the unidentified policeman decided to provide the crowd with some entertainment as they waited for the torch. His routine began with some robotic dance moves before he began to hop around on one leg. Encouraged by the reaction of the crowd, the officer attempted some breakdancing before finishing with an energetic hip thrust. The moment was captured by photographers and on a mobile phone video camera before later being uploaded onto YouTube.
Interesting. Still,
he has some pretty fresh moves there.
Now, this goes into that category of
why is it even on the news?
Yes, why is this news? People do this all the damn time. Oh, because it's a cop that it's supposed to be somewhat, newsworthy? No, it isn't newsworthy. And I'm still kind of wondering in the back of my head, what intelligent person uses grenades to fish?
I would assume. Now, I would assume that.
They have alcohol in their system.
It's more than likely that they did. The article didn't say that they did, but I'm sure they did. But apparently they do this. This isn't a one-time thing. They do this more than once. Well, they do this.
They're getting all their grenades.
They shop for them?
I just don't. It's like Family Guy. We're gonna walk into the black market. I'd like to buy 36 nuclear detonators, and can I have that new chain gun?
Well, Australia is kind of a dangerous place. There is seldomly a creature that lives there that can't kill you.
I'm not exactly sure that it's the dangerous. I mean, I'd be more afraid of maybe something like, I believe it's Southern Ireland, or maybe, let's say, South Africa.
Yeah.
South Africa, it's legal to have flamethrowers on the side of your car. How awesome is that?
Not awesome. It is beyond not awesome.
Flamethrowers on the side of your car?
Yes. How it happens is there's a button you can press, it shoots out from the sides, and it does not damage the paint job whatsoever.
That's a good idea. That's a good way to bypass ignorant people.
That's how most people die in South Africa, in the not poor parts. No, it's because people before that was legal, thousands of people would be getting killed for their cars and transportation. And there was a huge chop shop thing just going around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the government made this legal because it was that bad. Southern Ireland, I believe it is, or it might be London, I really can't remember. It's legal to carry around, I think it's a stun gun and a knife without a permit.
Yeah.
Because most of the people there are knifed, their wallet is stolen, and they immediately run away.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you it's really horrible, really.
That, and if it is Ireland, you have to deal with the IRA.
Oh, jeez.
To be in a nation or any territory where you have to carry your weapons?
We live in the U.S.
It's like, I'm just saying in general, like, if you're in a particular area that literally requires you to carry a weapon, then something's up.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's like, it's
like
cool I
that
get to carry a flamethrower.
In Korea, actually.
Which one, north or south?
Hold on.
That's relevant.
How is that? What?
Well, it is relevant if it's, north or south and such.
Yeah. And North Korea is best Korea.
What?
North Korea is best Korea.
You say so.
Oh, yes.
It's like
yes,
that
I do.
In the Philippines. Like, you had the massacre, and the government will kill you if you go against them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like those students who were killed.
Yeah. If you go against the government, you're gonna get killed. So you just should it's best just to keep a gun on you.
Yeah.
Thing. If you ever, in both Koreas, I believe, if you ever take a gun out or any sort of weapon, it has to be a weapon though. But if you take anything of that sort out, they have every right to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like cops in America. Like if they have any reason to believe you're going to do something, or even if you touch an officer, like you say, like he grabs your hand, and you're like, no, you slap it. They, by law, have the right to beat you to a pulp. They have every right. And it's that kind of, and they actually try to reason, and for something like that, it always makes the point of, like, you know, excessive violence almost moot, because you made it legal for them to do that in the first place. Governments, what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
They're all aliens, man.
now I have something of biblical proportions for you all.
Oh, here it goes.
Bible stories.
Come on, guys, let's sit down and listen.
Flood-fearing millionaire finishes arc. A
I
Dutch
was just
man.
reading that.
Yes, a Dutch millionaire has opened his doors to his full-size replica of Noah's Ark to the public. Johan Huibers spent 4 years building an ark after dreaming his hometown would be destroyed by a flood of biblical proportions. Using the dimensions set out by the book of Genesis, the 137 meters by 21 meter craft features its own Bible museum complete with life-size plastic animals.
That's pretty awesome.
Well now, Evan Almighty.
Well, I don't think it's awesome as it is crazy.
That guy has too much free time.
Yeah, he had too much free time, too much money, and not enough fucking cares in the... Well, technically he was
really
thinking that
his
hometown was
going to... If I really had the urge to throw away money, I would just throw it off a bridge. Jeez.
Yeah, or give it to, homeless people.
Do something.
Yep, do something
Hell,
to,
play World of Warcraft, I don't care.
Yep, do something to help your fellow man.
I'd make tons of tokusatsu props.
Well, technically he probably is doing something.
Yes, we all know you would do that.
Yeah, because you're a weeaboo.
I swear, that sounds like a racial remark.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
It really does.
Because it is.
It is?
Yes.
Oh.
You know.
I knew I was right.
Just like Oreo and banana and things like that are racial remarks. Yeah. Yellow on the outside, white on the inside.
I used to get called an Oreo.
Yeah.
But then again, the other person I knew used to be called an Oreo.
Oh, yes.
Oreo.
And I have the final article for this night.
Oh, boy.
Olympic opening with secret satanic ritual.
The fuck?
This interests me.
A former footballer turned TV host, David Icke, claims the London 2012 opening ceremony was a secret satanic ritual. The ex-Coventry City goalkeeper and snooker host shocked Britain in 1991 when he announced he was the Son of God and predicted that the world would end in 1997. Now he has resurfaced to insist that Danny Boyle's Spectacular was a mass satanic ritual disguised as a celebration of Britain and sport. Now,
I don't have anything to say.
He's a poncy little daft condisi.
Your accent is poor.
I've watched a lot of British parodies, so it's nothing. Especially, but the hardest British accent would be that of Liverpool would be Liverpool style.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
But yes, this guy has a previous history of, being that of a religious nut, claiming to be the son of God and all that stuff, and claiming that the world was going to end, which happened, which he said was going to happen close to... Sorry about this. Close to about like 15 so years ago. 15, give or take. And, well, he now claims that the opening ceremony was a satanic and demonic ritual. I think, wow, 2 of my articles had to do with biblical related things. I find that interesting. Oh my God, maybe I'm the son of God.
If I was the son of God, man, I would be bored.
Yep.
And such a jerk, too.
Anyway.
Like, if I had Jedi powers, the spawn of Satan. Oh, come on. Like, if I had the ability to
I would prefer to be the spawn of Satan. Just saying.
Why?
Why?
There's so many more powers that you get, and personally, I've always seen myself as a succubus, so...
But with great powers come great responsibility, Lexi.
Also, working with the devil, there's always a price.
Yeah. Ask Johnny Blaze.
Usually... Oh, you didn't... Oh, you go home, sir. You go home.
Why? No one likes a Ghost Rider?
God, you know that... Okay, Ghost Rider? Cool. The movies? Crap.
Hey, the second one was awesome. Fuck you. Anyway, back to the article. Seeing that we have digressed. What did you say about the greatest man in cinema?
Nicolas Cage should die.
You should die. How can you be a clone of me and think that Nicolas Cage should die? You're a bad clone.
Nicolas Cage is a douche.
No, he isn't. Nicolas Cage is awesome.
How can he be a woman's feminine product?
He is.
He punched a girl in the face in one movie.
That movie was amazing.
What movie was that?
The Wicker Man, which was essentially, I believe the last half hour of the movie was a lot of women punching.
Wow.
But he was good in Kick-Ass, though.
Yeah. I think that he's a good actor when he's not phoning it in. You can tell...
The only reason why anyone watched Kick-Ass was for A, Nicolas Cage, not really, but mainly the main reason was B, Hit Girl. Everyone watched the movie for Hit Girl. If you say you didn't, you are wrong.
No, I honestly didn't. I watched the movie because I am a Nicolas Cage fan.
Well,
I am on the Nicolas Cage bandwagon. I love his bad performances because they're awesome in one way, and I love his good performances because they're awesome in a completely different way. Like, you can tell
I like it better when I like any other movie. You know why? Because he's not in it.
Well, when it comes to Nicolas Cage, all his movies invoke some sort of reaction, as it should. And that, my friends, is a good actor. Like, in all his roles, even though he may be acting piss poorly in it, he is still having fun with those roles, which makes me enjoy them.
The only movie I ever liked him in was Next.
Mm-hmm.
Where he had
we have so digressed from the subject.
That's the only movie I liked. That's it.
Yes, we have so digressed from this subject of why exactly.
We never stay on subject.
No, we don't.
Well, that's because you guys are unprofessional.
Let's get back on subject then.
All of you are unprofessional. Yes. Anyway, now about this crazy man thinking that the London Olympic openings, which I didn't give a fuck about, is a satanic ritual. What will make him think that? Besides him being a religious nut job. Like you, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. there's always going to be someone within your faith or within your group that's always going to do something completely extreme to the point of stupidity. Like that guy, for example.
Like who?
Okay.
Wait, what? Please repeat that.
The Dark Ages part?
No.
Gotcha.
Sure. What did you say?
There's always going to be someone within a faith, within a group, or within an affiliation that's always going to do something completely extreme to the point of something unacceptable. Take Westboro, for example.
Yeah.
They are an embarrassment to Christendom everywhere because they want to go that very extreme and talk about how messed up people are for supporting gays, how messed up people are for supporting anything that they feel is not of God, which is why they got messed up by Washington.
Yeah, that is true.
Or Harold Camping when he said the end of the world was going to end May of last year. Look where we are now.
Yeah, the rap.
Look at Y2K.
Yeah, Y2K was utterly hilarious, and so was the Rapture. Like, according to the scriptures according to the Rapture, the only person that got raptured was Macho Man Randy Savage.
No, actually, no, he didn't get, no, he died. He stopped the Rapture.
But here's the thing. A lot of people...
Elbows up, he...
Okay, here's the thing about the whole rapture thing and the whole Son of Man coming back. The thing is, according to the Bible, and remember, the opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those as Audiosolvent, by the way, folks. But yeah, back to my point. The Bible clearly states that no one should know when the end of the world is going to come. People try to predict it, and look where we are now. We're still alive.
Actually, I know when the end of the world is going to come. It is going to come a few generations from now, in which younger people will be so dumb they will not know how to fend for themselves.
I actually think that might just be the end of us in general. There won't even have to be anything to happen. People will just be so stupid that they will kill themselves off.
Yep.
On the end of the world, I have to say this, with the picture I saw, this is the first year that we have without a Harry Potter release. That's why the world is going to end.
You know, there have been times before you were born, right, where there were, no Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying.
Just wanted to let you know.
I'm just saying.
So that's one factor. Another factor is the end of the world will come in the same way the days of Noah. In other words, people were just drinking and stuff. There were no wars. Everybody was happy and shit. And this is just according to the Bible. You can take it how you want to take it, but...
God's a dick.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm not offended by it.
Yeah, your mom does own a coat, as I constantly say.
Hey, come on. If nothing else, Jesus has a huge schlong.
Yeah, because he was black.
All he has to... He's Jewish.
You're basically saying Jesus... Oh, wow, yeah.
No, Jesus is like completely OP, because he doesn't have to do anything. We just assume everything is his doing. So he could just be, flying through the universe like freaking Flash Gordon, for all we know. Flash! Oh, Jesus, motherfucker!
Yes.
That's what I imagine he's doing. That's just me. I like to think big.
Now then, guys and gal, it is about time for our final thoughts. Now, we'll do this in a gentlemanly fashion. We'll let the lady go first. Dwayne?
Oh, so off, Zonga.
Yeah, whatever, Colt boy. But yes, Lexi, please. Final thoughts.
No. Dwayne is more feminine than me.
Okay, Dwayne.
Wow, just called you out.
Showa 60, you have been nominated to go first for final thoughts.
He goes first in all situations.
Oh, why, thank you. my final thoughts on pretty much this whole situation. There's always going to be some WTF moments.
Yeah.
I just find them funny. This is why I write Life's Little Clusterfucks on Facebook.
Ha. Lady Lexi? You?
Well, random final thought or random first final thought?
First final thought?
Yeah.
Yes, first final thought.
Wow.
That's a long thought. We are leaving that long pause in, by the way.
I'm in more or less amazement. Just the fact, the main thing that amazes me is how, dare I say, ignorant society is becoming, and how easily brainwashed I'm noticing people are becoming.
Yep.
The fact that you can have a law in a book and nobody know it's there, but that one person shows that one person stands above all them.
Please elaborate on what you mean.
A little bit more specification, mainly.
The chick with the titties.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
We completely understand that now.
Wow.
Okay.
And the whole Snoop Dogg thing. It's good that he's found something.
Yeah.
Because before he was shooting up people and
No,
being bad.
I disagree with that. All
That
he was
really wasn't
doing
his thing.
was smoking pot and
beginning.
dancing. All he was doing was smoking pot and dancing. There's nothing wrong with either of
all
those
he ever did
things.
was really sing about it.
Have you seen his YouTube? It's not popular, but it's amusing.
No, I have not.
Yes. All they do on there is joke and smoke weed.
Okay, that's all he does. Besides rap,
That kind of sounds
fuck
like
bitches. That's Snoop Dogg.
And he's with Wiz Khalifa.
Speaking of Snoop, well, back on the subject of Snoop Dogg, if you buy Tekken Tag Tournament 2 new, you get his very special stage. And that stage is pretty much complete bollocks compared to all the default stages in the game.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
He has his own stage.
Yup.
Yes.
Wow, okay, actually, that's kind of cool. If nothing else, that's pretty boss.
Yeah, because Harada likes his music. Anyway,
One more time, that's pretty boss.
yeah. And Draven, your final thoughts?
Oh, America. America, America. I think we've come a long way over the course of time, you know, in America and such, but I just think if we can actually focus on the important things and be more attentive, a lot of the bad things that we're experiencing won't happen. And if for nothing else, these things that we do decide to focus on, like Miss Titties over there, you know, at least let this not reflect everyone. Because that's usually the problem when we have somebody saying their opinion. We usually take it out on everyone, not just that individual person.
Indeed.
Because, you know, everyone can agree with this. Well, I hope everyone can agree with this. People are dumb and irrational, but a person can be the bravest of anyone.
Mm-hmm. And, well, my final thoughts are, well, you just pretty much said them, clone of mine, but I guess I will try my best to say it in my own words. People are dumb. People are funny when they're dumb, but people are also terrifying when they're dumb because they do dumb things and they're still in the gene pool.
They'll kill themselves off in time.
Indeed, but they're still polluting our gene pool, our precious, precious gene pool. Now then,
Can I say something?
Precious.
yes.
Okay.
No.
Yes. I want people to add me on 360 to play with. So,
Shameless marketing ploy, go.
okay. Add me on Xbox Live, capital D, like Demon Countess, the D and C are capital, 88. Again, Demon Countess, 88.
I will have a link for you in the description for this video down below. Please follow our lovely Loli Lexi on Xbox Live.
And don't be a creeper.
But
Legion,
I
please
follow
speak up.
her and I am a creeper. Actually,
Do
I
I
don't
need
really
to spell
follow
it out?
her.
Should I? Because I spelled
I
mine
will-
kind of weird.
It's perfectly fine. I will have a link and a annotation on our YouTube profile.
Okay. I love you all.
Okay.
Be cannibals.
Keep in mind also, guys, she's a team killing fucktard, so don't trust her.
Okay.
Just saying.
And now it's time for us to say our goodbyes.
Aw.
So long, farewell.
Alvita saying goodbye.
I was just about to do that, but I didn't know the song.
Yes, we know. You don't like good movies. Anyway, this is your host and Zonga Fielding saying au revoir.
You mean
This is-
au revoir? Au revoir. Alpha.
Au revoir. I'm gonna say au revoir. I don't care. I'm gonna say au revoir.
Well, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Wrong. You should argue about grammar.
I will. Now then.
I'll join in too.
Anyway,
There you go.
good night, good morning, good whatever, ladies and gentlemen, gentle viewers, gentle fans, and please just be safe. Think before you do something, and don't get that crazy bitch pregnant.
Yeah. Leave no traces.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine if Batman got all of his girl.